It is wonderful to have you today. Hope God is blessing you. The great mystery of salvation is the immensity of its scope. Every part of you is made new and completely realigned with the perfection of Christ. What can you do as a Christian? You can do everything Christ has said you could do. Day by day, you work out the salvation God has worked in you through Jesus. Say no to a temptation of Satan, and suddenly more of Christ becomes clear to you. We don't know Jesus through supernatural revelations generally. We know him as we do what he tells us to do. Slowly, faith gets worked into our system as we trust the Spirit to guide us as is revealed in the Bible. This life with God is not complex. You see what God tells you to do, and then you do it. Each time that happens, your faith in him grows, and your knowledge of Christ increases. Why didn't Jesus show himself to the Pharisees of his time? He did. They just could not see him because of their rejection of his words. Each act of disobedience strips from you the knowledge of God and insight into his personality. Yet every time you let Christ have his way with you, his presence increases in clarity, and so does your understanding of him. Husbands and wives know little of each other until they love each other in practical and observable ways. To love Christ is to obey him, and hand in hand, love and obedience produce the joy of salvation. Philippians 3:8 says, "What is more, I consider everything a loss compared to the surpassing greatness of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord, for whose sake I have lost all things." Thanks for joining me on Pastor Greg Walkup. I pray that God blesses you immensely. Have a great